Hello there, everybody. This is Lady Silver Vixen coming back at you for our next lesson. In this lesson, we're going to do on scrying. After a lot of accumulation of all the research that I've done, I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit of brief stuff here, okay? To get started, scrying is a method of divination and takes on many forms. Information received varies with the type of scrying one is using to get answers. Information can be objective. Messages given that are independent of the scryer, and they're kind of subjective, and it's all determined or influenced by the scryer. Scrying can be viewed as a form of mediumship. Messages allegedly coming from another realm. This all goes to the scrying tool used in the interpretation of the symbol shown. A dream dictionary is often helpful. As consciousness is evolving, so too are the meanings of the symbols. Scrying comes from the Old English word descry, meaning to make out dimly or to reveal. Adding the prefix or suffix "b", often guy in Germanic languages, gives us the modern word describe. Now, the art of scrying can be auto-deepening trance process that progresses in stages using tools such as a crystal ball or other medium type tool. Initially, the medium serves as a focus for the attention, removing unwanted thoughts from the mind in the same way as a mantra. Once this is achieved, the scryer begins a free association with the perceived images suggested. For instance, in a crystal ball, by the tiny inclusions, web-like faults, and/or the cloudy glow within the ball under low light, such as candlelight. The technique of deliberately looking for and declaring these initial images aloud, however trivial or irrelevant they may seem to the conscious mind, is done with the intent of deepening the trance state, wherein the scryer hears their own disassociative voice affirming what is seen within the concentrated state in a kind of feedback loop. This process culminates in the achievement of a final and desired end stage in which visual images and dramatic stories seem to be projected within the mind's eye of the scryer, like an inner movie almost. This overall process reputedly allows the scryer to see relevant events or images within the chosen medium. Scrying has been used for thousands of years by different cultures. Ancient Egypt used scrying in their initiations. This included water scrying, dream scrying, oil scrying, and mirror scrying. One legend states that the goddess Hathor carried a shield that could reflect all things in their true light. From this shield, she allegedly fashioned the first magic mirror to see. In ancient Persia, a semi-historical epic work written in the late 10th century gives a description of what was called the Cup of Jamshid, used in pre-Islamic Persia. Sorry if I mispronounced anything. Which was used by wizards and practitioners of the historic sciences for observing all the 7 layers of the universe. And then there goes on into some more stuff like ancient Greek and the Celts. They practiced scrying using beryl crystal, black glass, polished quartz, water, and other transparent or light-catching bodies. Nostradamus is believed to have employed a small bowl of water as a scrying tool into which he gazed and received images of future events. Scrying is the occult practice of using a medium, most commonly a reflective surface or a translucent body, to aid perceived psychic abilities such as clairvoyance. The media often used to see are water, polished precious stones, crystal balls, or mirrors. Scrying in this context uses a visual process. There are some who believe that the art of scrying is not limited to the use of reflective or translucent bodies only, but includes other media. Scrying has been used in many cultures as a means of seeing the past, present, or future. In this sense, scrying constitutes a form of divination. I'm only going to briefly touch on just a few things here. A few of the mediums that are used I've already mentioned. Crystal balls or crystal spheres, a carved crystal skull. Yes, I know. Mirrors, such as black or silver mirrors, glass of water, bowl of water, or a bowl of water colored with ink, candle flame, coals of a fire, fire smoke, pools of water, fog or mist over water. Now the actual procedure for scrying is very simple and straightforward, and this is going to be very fast, so make sure you all pay attention. First thing you got to do is get the room ready. Dim all the lighting, put on some incense, some music, whatever you want or need in order to get yourself ready. Place the scrying medium on the table at a convenient level. You want it level so that you can visually see it without getting a kink in your neck. Some sort of dim light, such as a candle, should be behind the viewer. To start out, this should be the only light in the room. You want it behind you, that way it's not reflecting into what you're using, unless that is what you're using. You should also perform the progressive muscle relaxation exercise. It doesn't matter which one you use, just find one online. They all pretty much work, depending on the person. Definitely make sure you find one that's personal to you. Look into the mirror or crystal or whatever you're using in a relaxed manner, focusing about 5 inches past the surface. There are many other methods, and I'll touch on a few of those later. You will blink, but do not be too concerned about it, okay? It happens. We all have to blink at one point or another. Keep your mind blank except if you have a specific question to ask. This limits the confusion of the different images. And do not scry for over 20 minutes at first. And that's basically because you don't want to overload yourself. The images may appear in different manners. They may just appear, or they may be preceded by a cloud of mist forming at first. The mist could dissipate or morph into the images. The images could be symbols of the subconscious, or maybe actual pictures of events, past, present, or future. As an example of each person being different, the first visual impression that I receive usually looks like flying insects or bubbles. Mine vary depending on my mood. But that's the basics. So I will be having a few other videos on the different types of scrying. There's bowl scrying, mirror scrying, the whole 9 yards, and I'll briefly touch on each of those. Okay, so for right now, this is Lady Silver Vixen signing out, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you post comments. Bye bye.